I am alive. I'm alive. I'm back. I am alive. I don't know why I'm alive. I'm back. That's right, guys. Baba Yaga has returned. I agree. I'm with all of you. We'll see how long it lets me stay alive. Okay. I'm glad to be back, dude. I am glad to be back. So, yeah. I am glad to be back. Let's do this. Hey, Ezra. Can you go get me my mug? Thank you. Alrighty. Johns, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Thanks. I know we got a whole 5 people in here. I'm guessing that it's going to take a hot minute before YouTube actually starts promoting my channel again, because fuck me, I guess. I'm not happy about what happened. I am extremely angry. Like, I have the transcript of what they said. He's back. I am back.
YouTube really does suck, but it's better than TikTok. Like, in
That's fair.
every single way.
That's fair. So anyway, so I have the transcript. They like literally, they put a strike on my channel for doing the unboxing of that, of the flare launcher. So I'm just telling everybody what happened. So last Saturday, I got a notification that my channel had a video that was removed, demonetized, and was being put, and my channel was getting a strike. And I was very confused. I was asking, you know, I immediately got online and started asking them what's going on, why am I being struck? Why are you treating my channel like I did something terrible? And they said, hey, Green Hood, I am back. They said that I was violating their terms of service, that I had tried to sell firearms. You guys that have been here many times before know that I don't sell firearms. I promote firearms. I tell people, go check out this channel. Go check out this website. Hey, Dangerous, yes, I am back. I've been on, so I'm telling everybody what happened. I've been in jail. I've been in YouTube jail for over a week because they said I was trying to sell guns. No, we do not sell guns on this channel, Alicia. We do not sell guns on this channel. No firearm YouTube channel, no channel on YouTube that has firearms can sell firearms. We don't sell firearms. Don't ask. Yeah, so they said I was trying to sell, it. They said when I did the unboxing of the flare launcher, the one that's on my ARP, or my SBR, they said, you tried to sell a firearm. And I said, first of all, this isn't a firearm, it's a flare launcher. Flare launchers are safety devices. They're signaling devices. By maritime law, every single boat that's on open water is required to have a signaling device that functions in both day and night, or you must have 2 signaling devices, one for the day and one for the night. So, thanks, Tommy. No, you're good, Alicia. You're good. Thank you for asking. I mean, I guess, like, no YouTube channel sells firearms, but welcome to the channel. Somebody said something about why I need guns like that. Because I can fucking have them, that's why. So, sorry, I'm like really upset at YouTube. I have been unable to post anything. I haven't been able to tell any of my subscribers why I haven't had videos. I've had to work with, I worked with my buddy, so I want to give a big, huge, gigantic shout out to the Arms Room. If you are not subscribed, if you are subscribed to me and you are not subscribed to the Arms Room, I need all of you to go and subscribe to the Arms Room. I worked with him over there. He is very graciously posted, as you guys saw, posted the videos for the 22 push-ups a day because of all the things that we do on this channel. Talk about my kids, talk about the different firearms, how to get into owning firearms, what it's like living in Utah, the giveaways, everything. Of all the things that we do, the most important thing that I do is raise awareness for mental health. Now, a lot of people are like, you do that only like once a day. You're right. I only do it once a day, but I talk about it all the time. And it is so important, especially in our community, for people that own firearms, for people that are interested in firearms, for people that want to be custodians of the Second Amendment. Mental health is so paramount because mental health is one of the driving factors of why people go out and do stupid shit with guns and ruin it for everybody. So I make it a point to bring up and talk about mental health all the time. And so I really want to say thank you to the Arms Room. Everybody, please, please, please go out, subscribe to his channel. He's a great dude. He's a fellow vet like me. And the fact that he was willing to, you know, every day post the push-up channel, I'm glad that he got views out of it. And it just means a lot to me that he was willing to do that, and like without even like I don't know, like it's so wonderful that we have people that we can rely on like that. So please, Alicia, I am in the Air Force Reserves. He's in the Army National Guard. So yes, Dr. Gamer, they did finish fixing the AK. Okay, it's hot in my house right now, so. Anyways, my orange hat is actually in the wash. It got really dirty. Winter, I don't own any bullpups. Ezekiel, I think FRTs and super safeties are fun. I don't think they're useful for anything more than just going to the range and having fun. So, Mitch, that's awesome to hear that your dad did so much. Oh, cool, Alicia. Thank you. But anyway, so YouTube put me in jail because I did an unboxing of the exotic ammo provided Ordnance Group flare launcher because they said I was trying to sell a firearm. Because I said, go to this website and check out what they have. These are flare launchers. Flare launchers. No background check required, no 4473, it's not a controlled item, it's not a firearm. In any way, shape, or form, you do not have to pass a background check. You can be a felon, directly out of prison, you can go get a flare launcher. There's no law against it. So, they said I was trying to sell firearms. I was on like customer support for like 4 hours, trying to work with them, and in the end, I talked to a manager, I had it escalated, and basically what it was is, there's no further discussion that needs to be had. You violated our terms of service, and your strike will stand. Your video will be unmonetized, and your channel will go under review. You'll be on high monitoring for the next blah, 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 blah. So my channel's been, all of my videos have gone under review for the last week and a half. I assume they're still monitoring it. I assume they're also monitoring all of my live streams, that they're going to have people actively in here. There's just all kinds of shit going on because I unboxed a flare launcher. And I don't blame anyone, and I don't blame Exotic Ammo for sending me the flare launcher. I'm very happy to have it. I am very excited to be able to go out and test it out and do some video with it. Weather's been bad, and I've been very busy with work, so I haven't been able to go out and do that. But, and I think it's cool. What I'm frustrated with is that YouTube doesn't understand their own policies. They set a policy, but then they have an ambiguous statement that doesn't mean anything. When I tried to get clarification, they said, well, we don't ever clarify because we don't want people to get around the rules. And I was like, nobody's trying to get around the rules. We're trying to follow the rules. We're trying to follow them to the T. But you guys have an ambiguous statement, and the rules seem to change. And so I've written several documents now to them. I've made several videos that I've sent to them. I have spoken to several managers. I've made some complaints about the terms and policies and asked for further clarification, for better definitions. I'm sure that I'm not the only one, but it's just super stupid and frustrating that that they just choose to enforce the rules depending on a whim. It just doesn't matter. The rules really don't even matter at this point. Like, I can go and find a short of a black kid or a white kid or a Mexican kid or whatever of any nationality who's got a Glock or Glock clone like I have with a giggle switch on the back of it, which, by the way, YouTube, is illegal. Thank you, David. Thank you. We do desk pops when you guys donate to the channel and help buy the 1911. Which, by the way, I did not make any money last month because I was, on orders and not able to. So we're working really hard to try to get the 1911 by the end of this month. I think we can do it if we work really hard. But anyways, somebody can go and post a video with a bunch of freaking Glock switches on the back and be like, check out my Glock switch, and pointing the gun at themselves and all kinds of stupid stuff like that. They can do that. It'll hit 8 million views. It gets monetized. They make $800 from a video like that. And then their whole channel is monetized. They just post videos like that over and over and over. And they make tons of money from YouTube. But YouTube gets mad at me because I have a flare launcher. I'm serious. So we're getting up to the point. We're gonna do the firearm giveaway. I promise you guys we're gonna do the firearm giveaway. I'm working really hard to make YouTube work, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am trying to transition everything over to X. Over this last week, I went from 500 followers on X. I'm at almost 1,500 followers now. I've got about 1 million impressions. I need 2 million more to get monetized. So I am working really hard to get monetized over there, and I'm gonna start transitioning everything over to X, because if YouTube is going to continue to not be consistent with their rules, if they're not going to help people understand how to be successful in terms of following the rules, if they're going to be ambiguous and everything, then it's an unsafe platform. YouTube is unsafe for creators to try and do things to be fun, to enjoy their hobbies, to enjoy the things that they're passionate about. If it doesn't fall in line with YouTube's political ideology and their beliefs. They work with anti-gun organizations like Giffords.org, Everytown USA, Newtown Action Alliance, all 3 gun-grabbing organizations, which, by the way, all endorsed Representative Jay Jones. He's a candidate for the Attorney General, the State Attorney General in Virginia, who called for the murder of his opponents. And said that unless people feel pain, they don't want to move on they don't want to change their beliefs. So they all endorsed, these are anti-gun organizations that want to stop gun violence, and they endorsed and maintain their endorsement of a candidate that wants to see his opponents murdered because it's the only way to get change to happen. So that ought to tell you right there what YouTube stands for. YouTube doesn't stand for anything. YouTube is not promoting any type of safety. They're not promoting growth. They're just promoting ideology, and they only care about what is going to keep people that want to do things safe and right, that are not in line with their own beliefs. And it's ridiculous. So we're going to start moving over to X. I hope everybody is willing to give me a chance over there. I appreciate everybody who's subscribed here, but I really, if you want to really help the channel, we're going to start moving things over to the X platform. You can just search me on X, Below Average Utah Dad. If you search that, you'll see my profile picture. It's there. It's definitely my channel. It is not as kid-friendly on X. I will 100% say it is not as kid-friendly on X. I am very vocal. I'm loud. I get a lot more into politics. I get a lot more into policy. I get a lot more into things that I try to stay away from here on YouTube because I don't want to get smashed. X does do live. So I will be doing live streams. And again, I'm going to keep using YouTube. But I'm trying to get once I get monetized on X, I'm probably going to start posting videos and things more on X, and maybe only doing live streams on YouTube. And I will be doing more commentary. You'll see me a lot more active on X because I can post something, I can say something, I can throw a picture on there, I can throw a short on there, I can throw a 4-hour video on there if I want. I can do live streams. I can do so much more on X than I can here on YouTube. And then maybe eventually, like, I'll get back into depending on how the channel grows on X and on YouTube, I'll get back into doing both if I can maintain revenue for the channel so that we can do more, so that we can get out on the range more, we can get better equipment. Because I'm kind of at that point with the channel where I need to decide how I want to invest in the channel. Obviously we get guns and stuff, but I'm probably going to take a step back from trying to buy guns for the channel, and we're going to start buying some things like better cameras, a better computer. I literally have a laptop that I like that's it. I've got like a 5-year-old gaming laptop that I do everything on. So you know, we're gonna start trying to grow the channel properly so that we can do things and maybe do more excursions, do more things. I have lots of time off from my regular work, and so I'm not gonna do TikTok. I refuse to do TikTok. So Saucy, actually, you laugh, guns for the channel, but all of like 3 of the guns you can't see. My 44 is over there on my table because I was taking some pictures and doing some stuff for X. But the 4570, the Mossberg, the revolver, and soon the 1911, those will all have been helped and purchased through donations and through revenue that we've generated on this channel. So, yeah. Sorry, I just went on a huge thing. I haven't been reading the comments at all. I apologize. I should do a better job of that. Thank you, moderators. I hope you've been answering questions and helping them like know where we stand and everything like that. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm back now that I've gone on that huge rant. I'm sorry that I was gone for as long as I was, but I've got some good news. I did order. So I ordered the I ordered the lower receiver for the pistol. Stifler, I still haven't seen an email from your sales lady. I haven't seen an invoice to purchase the slide. And I ordered the optic. So we have the optic here for the giveaway. So I've got the optic. If you actually look closely, you can see some pink on top of the green pistol down here. That's I actually got a deal where I got both of the optics. They were on sale, so I bought 2 of them. So I put one on my green pistol. I do not have an MP5. I would love to have an MP5. So for the question, that's a great question. Somebody asked, Gamer, you asked about military getting paid. So the president and the Secretary of War, there's some funding that's been reserved. I think it was for other purposes, but they've gone ahead and they've said that what they're going to do is they're going to allocate those funds for pay to all military members. So they should be getting paid on the 15th. We'll see if that happens. I hope that it does. I have sent several messages to the White House X account, to Pete Hegseth, to @RealDonaldTrump. That's one of the things that I love about X is it's a way to hopefully be able to communicate in some way. You're communicating. Whether or not that's received, that's another story. Whether or not it's looked at and taken seriously is another story. But I've sent messages to all of their social media platforms and sent emails. I've made the recommendation that Congress, who is getting paid, by the way, the ones that are keeping the government shut down, Congress, whether you're on the left, whether you're on the right or on the left, okay, that's, at this point it doesn't matter, because you've got stuff that the right wants and there's stuff that the left wants, and neither of them are trying to work together to come to some type of agreement so that we can get our soldiers and our troops and our airmen and Marines and everybody paid. So I made the suggestion that all members of Congress's pay is put on hold, and that it immediately goes to all active duty and Guard and Reserve personnel to cover their pay, because the politicians are the ones that put us in this situation. If they don't want to concede or compromise or communicate with one another and keep the government shut down over shit that shouldn't be done, like shouldn't be part of a budget. The budget should be for running the government. It should be the pay for the employees, for the military, and the branches within the government. That's it. Anything beyond that, any type of special tax codes, any type of freaking like Medicare, medical, Social Security. I don't care about Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, insurance, things like that. I don't care about all that right now. I care about our military and our government employees that are still around, even the ones that I don't necessarily agree should be around, but their job is to fund or is to function in a way to help preserve the security of this nation. We can't do that if we're not paying them. All right? They're going to keep doing it, but eventually they're like, we're going to run into a situation where they literally can't subside. So, get your shit together, Congress. Stop paying yourselves and maybe pay our military workers. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I saw Llama was in here. I'm sorry, Llama. I'm sorry, everybody, that I'm sorry if I've been ignoring the chat. There's just a lot that's been going on this week. I have, like, you guys know, I'm a sergeant. I'm in the Air Force Reserve. I'm not an active member of the Reserve. I'm a traditional reservist, which means I go in the once a month, 2 weeks a year, but sometimes I go on orders like I did the last 2 months. Like it's as needed, as they need me to come in. I'm in a leadership role as a sergeant. But I have young airmen who are coming back from their training, who are doing on-station training. They don't have regular, well-paying day jobs, so they get put on orders. And some of them have families and things. So this whole government shutdown is affecting me, like, almost directly, because I have people that I care about and that their well-being falls within my stewardship, and I can't do anything for them because the government doesn't want to try and find a solution that makes sense. So I'm a little pissed off about that. On top of, I haven't been able to talk to any of my subscribers, any of my viewers, any of my buddies that love the channel, that have supported us, and it's just so freaking stupid. How are you all doing? Sorry. Let's go to the chat. Let's take a look at the chat. Man. Sorry. I did get some money. It was some some friends and family sent me some money. It was my birthday recently. So we do have a little bit of cash to go towards the 1911. So I would really, really, really like to get that 1911 by the end of this month. But we're going to have to work hard to get some revenue coming to the channel again, do some more live streams. I'm sorry about the ads, but that's the only way that the channel's making money right now, because I'm not getting views on any of my shorts or any of my other content. I get views on the live streams. So the only way that we're really making any revenue is by donations through the live streams and by ads on the live streams. So we're going to keep doing that, and hopefully we make enough that we can get that 1911. And then, like I said, probably about a week before Thanksgiving, we're going to do the live stream where we do the pistol giveaway. And that's going to be super cool and super fun, because the goal is to get whoever wins the pistol, to get them that pistol before Christmas. I want them to have it before Christmas. So, but okay, so something you don't know that I do, after I got shut down, I happened to go to the pawn shop that has the pistol that I've been looking at, because you guys wanted me to get a Colt 1911. Well, so they have a Colt Gold Cup that's been there a while. It's like I think it's like a modified Model 70. It's from, I think, the early 80s, this Gold Cup. However, they recently, and I was there just yesterday to check on it, they recently got a government, so a Colt government Model 70. So it's a Series 4 Model 70, which I think puts it in like early 90s. But it has the wood grips on it. It's stainless steel, has the wood grips on it, but it also has mother of pearl grips. So it's got 2 sets of grips. So now I want to know, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a more competition performance 1911, or more like a traditional 1911, but it's just been really prettied up? I mean, it's a pretty gun. So yeah, Rodney's saying I should do the traditional with the wood grips and the mother of pearl grips. I'm kind of leaning that way too. Although admittedly, the trigger that's on that Gold Cup is smooth, and it's got some really nice sights on it. Corey, it's my flare launcher that also got me thrown into YouTube jail. That's why I haven't done any live streams for over a week. YouTube put a strike on my channel, bud. I don't intend to give up, but just so everybody knows, I kind of talked about this earlier. If you're just getting into the channel or getting into the stream, we are gonna start. I'm gonna start doing more on X. So if you have an X account, if you don't, I highly recommend getting an X account. I feel like X is there's a lot of crap on there, but it's a really great source to get unfiltered news and data from both sides of the aisle. Because if you're like, we talk about politics kind of indirectly because of firearms and because of family and things like that. But politics in this nation is really messed up right now, and depending on how certain algorithms work for you, things are they're very echo chambered. So what I like about X is you can follow people that you disagree with. I follow people like Don Lemon and CNN and MSNBC, not because I agree with them, but because I don't want to find myself in an echo chamber, not knowing what the left believes from their point of view. I know what the left believes from my point of view. I know what it believes from a conservative point of view, right? But it's not always completely accurate. It's very filtered through to make it sound much worse than it is, because most people on the left aren't as crazy and aren't as extreme as the right makes them out to be. And most people on the right aren't as crazy and extreme as people on the left make them to be. Most of us are somewhere in the middle. I'm pretty far right. I'm not what the left has labeled alt-right, extreme right, Nick Fuentes, neo-Nazi right, because it's not accurate to call them right. They're not conservative. They're insane. But yeah, it's something that I highly recommend if you love freedom, you love the Second Amendment, if you love freedom of speech, and you don't want to feel like you're stifled. Anyone who's a creator should definitely be on X. Hey, what's up, Jesus? So, if you want to continue to support the channel, like I said, if you want to continue to be involved in things, if you want to get exposed to a lot of really great creators and content and ideas and funny people, memes, things like that, you definitely need to go create an X account. You don't have to pay for the premium. I do, because I'm a content creator and I want those resources and those metrics to be able to see them. But go out there and maybe consider creating an X account. And like I said, I would appreciate if you're on here, if you follow me on here, go over to X, Below Average Utah Dad. You can just use the search icon, type in Below Average Utah Dad, and you'll see me, and give me a follow. It would be really appreciated. It helps this channel grow. It helps that channel grow. If we want to continue to do a lot of the fun things that we do, that's the goal. The goal is to be able to entertain you guys, to engage with you guys, and to have fun with you guys, because I love doing this. I've got plenty of Diet Coke right here. So, anyways, that's where we are. Yeah, let's do something fun. Let's talk about something. How's everybody been doing? What have we been? Yeah, dude. If we actually, how many likes are we at? I can't even. I haven't even checked that. Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate it, bud. 47 likes. Okay, I'll take that. I look like I'm out of shape. I get it, dude. I get it. There are plenty of you that are seeing me for the first time, or maybe you've seen me many times. You subscribe so that you can come make fun of me. I'm fine with that. And you guys, like I make jokes all the time about being fat, but I promise you I'm healthier than I look. One, I do my 22 push-ups every day. I go to the gym with my son like 4 days a week. Like I have to have reconstructive surgery on my shoulders. Like my rotator cuffs are pretty jacked up, but like I do like I do the machines. I do weight machines. I do isolated muscle workouts. So I don't do both arms at the same time. I do everything one arm at a time. So if I do a set of 10 reps, like when I do the standing chest press machine, like this, I do about 145 pounds, and I do 3 sets of 12 on each side. So that's what I did on Friday. Was I did 145 pounds, 3 sets, 12 reps. When I do like leg abduction and subduction, I think is what it is. So I do 260 pounds when I do that, and I do 3 sets of 12. When I do calves, when I do calf raises, I use the machine. I do about 240 pounds on each leg when I do calf raises, because I do isolated. Yeah, I mean, I've got a video on my channel of me doing, I think it's close to like 900 pounds on a leg press. I come down past, I don't come to 90 degrees. I think I go from full extension down to about, it's past 45 degrees. It's probably like 65 degrees, but I did like 5 reps of like 900 pounds on a leg press. Like, I'm not a weak person. I'm fat. I get it. I carry fat here. but I'm a pretty. I think I'm pretty strong. I'm pretty okay. Nolan, yes, it is. Well, it's a Type 56. It's a Chinese clone of an AK. So technically, it's an AKM because it was made after like 1954, and it's Norinco because it's from China, and it's based on their Type 56. But yes, essentially, it's an AK-47. So. Desk pops. So, anyways, thank you everybody for being here. Thanks for the likes. If you're new and you're subscribing, I really appreciate the subscriptions. Yeah, I was gonna say I got a 91.7 on my last PT test. It was the Air Force PT test, but I did. So we do the hammer shuttle run, hammer ladders. I don't know if you guys have ever done one of those shuttle runs where you do the 20 meters. And it gets faster and faster. So I did 50 shuttles. I did. You guys have seen me do push-ups on the channel. I did like 65 push-ups in 1 minute, and I did 49 sit-ups in 1 minute. So that's how we. That's the Air Force one. It's changing now. We're switching to. We're switching to basically what the Army does in the Air Force, and it's going to be every 6 months instead of every year. But yeah, and you'll either do the 2 mile run twice a year, or you can do the shuttle and then you can do the 2 mile. So I'm probably going to do both. I'm going to do the shuttle and I'm going to do the 2 mile. But the only thing that's changing is the pace for the shuttles, and then the times for the 2 mile run. So right now I can do a 2 mile in about 16 minutes. I have about an 8-minute mile. I would like, in order to get a 90 again, I need to bring that down to about a 14-minute. I need to drop about 2 minutes from my 2 mile. I need to drop down to a 7-minute mile. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. I mean, if people want to dog on me and say, like, I'm actually, well, I'm not exactly a cop. So I am in the military reserve. Thank you, Rack. But here in Utah, if you have a concealed carry weapons license, it comes from the Department of Public Safety. And they kind of go over this in the course when you take it and you do everything. Essentially what happens is you kind of become like a volunteer member of the Department of Public Safety posse. Arizona has a similar thing. They've got like a volunteer sheriff's posse for Pinal and Maricopa counties. And what it does is it essentially says, like, if there was an emergency and they needed to call people up, they could, in theory, call me up to go assist with like some kind of major emergency. That would only be like after they call up the National Guard, if there was that type of an emergency. But yeah, it's something kind of like that. But that's what allows concealed carry weapons license holders in Utah, and if you carry the Utah concealed carry weapons license, that's what allows you to carry in facilities that normally would be unauthorized to carry. So like Utah's a constitutional carry state. So you can carry your firearm pretty much anywhere. Can't carry it in post offices, can't carry it in schools, can't carry it in police stations, can't carry it in hospitals. But if you have a Utah concealed carry license, some of those places that I just listed are no longer prohibited, because you're considered a member of the posse. It's pretty cool. It's the way that it is. Because belts make people happy and it makes the world go round. So. What's up, Ammo? Dude, Ammo, did you get my message? Do you want that box? Ammo, do you want that box of 500 Full Metal Jacket? Do you want me to send it to you? I lost it and then I found it. I sent you a message on Instagram, bud. You sent me a patch. And then if you want to send me some of your reloads, you can send me reloads if you want. But I figured you could use them in matches or whatever. Reload them away. Okay, I just wanted to make sure if you're good. Okay, I'll try to get those off this week to you, bud. I'll try to get that off. It's Hornady Full Metal Jacket. I think it's... Yeah, I gave some away. I gave away 2, that's right. But it's Hornady Full Metal Jacket. I think it's 125 or 135 grain 9mm, if that's okay. So I'll send you, and it's just the round itself. Like I said, I'll send it to you. Okay, perfect, good. I'll try to get that shipped off to you this week, dude. Everybody go subscribe to Ammo Alchemist. He's another great dude. He's been one of the guys that's we've been following each other since I first kind of started doing live streams. He found me on accident, and he's been a great supporter of the channel. So he's a good guy. He puts up good stuff. He does competition shooting. So, oh man. Well, I don't. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Ammo. That's really good, dude. Getting better and better. I love it. Sorry. I forgot to ask you, Ammo, are you on X? So after what happened this week with my channel getting thrown in jail, getting the strike. Thank you, 2Rack. So I'm trying to do as much as I can. I'm gonna keep doing live streams. I'm gonna post shorts, but I'm not going to really worry too much about how much this channel grows, because I'm going to start putting a lot more effort into my X. I'd like to see X grow more. Oh, dude, that's awesome, Stifler. Stifler, don't forget to have your salesperson send me an invoice so that I can pay for that slide. So, all right, guys. We're 40 minutes in. We have 50 people watching. We're at 50 likes. My family and I were getting ready to go out. I know we're going to be leaving here shortly, probably in the next 45 minutes. So I'm probably going to go ahead and end this stream. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for coming back. I will be live. If not later tonight, I will definitely be live tomorrow. I don't have to work tomorrow, federal holiday for those of us. Although everybody's federal holiday right now with the government shutdown, so, you know, there's that. Stifler, I'll respond to the message. I just saw it it just popped up on my screen. We're gonna go see Tron. I don't have high hopes. I'm sure it will look good and it will sound good, but we're gonna go see Tron. I might go to the range. I might go to an indoor range today. But Bob, it's a flare launcher. But yeah. Tron 3 now. It's Tron Air Race. So hi, kitty. But yeah, we're gonna go do that. We're gonna go get some dinner. And yeah, we're gonna try to get the stuff that we need. We're gonna try to keep building the channel. I'm gonna focus my efforts a little bit more on X. I know that might not be the best news for everybody, but I think it's gonna be what's best for the channel. If I can grow on X, that will in turn help us grow here. And if you're here and you're following me and you're subscribed, please go follow me on X. That's the best way that we can help the channel grow. I'm close to getting monetized there, and I'm very unlikely to get shot down and struck on X because they actually believe in the First Amendment over there, and they also believe in the Second Amendment over there. So it's a win-win. That's something that I'm recommending to everybody, is to start all of my gun buddies, all the other things, like Short Shot Tony's over on X now, a lot more. I've seen Stifler more active on X. I've seen, who is it? Pembleton and Sons, MrGunsnGear, C&T Designs. There's a bunch of dudes that have good followings here, but they're much more active on X aside from the occasional video. Like HLC, Angry Cops, Donut Operator, King Trout, all the big dudes, Kentucky Ballistics, all these big guys, very, very prominent and like active. Not that they do content on YouTube, but they're big enough that they do content, you know, a couple times a week. They do one live stream and they do 4 or 5 videos a week, and that's it. But they're posting, they're giving their opinion, they're sharing content, they're reaching out to people. Like, they do all of that over on X. We can't do that here on YouTube. We especially can't do it and be vocal about how we really feel here on YouTube, because YouTube censors us. So if you believe in the First Amendment, if you support the Second Amendment, if you support freedom, you should be over on X, and you should be doing social media on X. It's the freest social media that exists right now. There's some restrictions, but they're few and far between. And you can say what you feel, and for the most part, it's not going to get censored. And you don't have a lot of limitations. So I highly recommend, please go follow me on X. Follow all your favorite creators over on X. Support them. Support freedom. Support the Second Amendment. Support the First Amendment. Real quick, I want to show you guys this optic. So I'm going to show you the optic that's going on the slide. So, Stifler. So remember, Hunter Orange, but this is, so the lower receiver that we're getting, guys, I believe it's FDE. So it's going to be, but this, ready? Check it out, guys. This is the optic that we're going to put on the pistol. So it's actually, it's anodized aluminum. It doesn't look to have any plastic parts. I believe that the LED turns off. Yeah, it turns off when it's down. So the battery, it's got a battery on the bottom of it. So it turns off when it's down. It comes on when it's up. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It's goofy, but that's how we do things on this channel. We're goofy on this channel. We like to have fun and do stuff like that. So that's what's going on the pistol, the giveaway pistol. So it's going to be, and it does have an iron sight right here. So it's got replacement iron sights that you can flip up. So if your battery ever dies and you haven't taken it off and replaced it, you still have iron sights that will function with your slide. So there you go. That's the optic that's going on the giveaway pistol. I know it's goofy, but I've always said, like, I like goofy optics. I like doing things that don't cost a lot of money and that are just what everyday people who don't want to spend $1,000 on a piece of glass. Not everybody wants to spend, or everybody wants to spend $1,000 on a Neotech optic. Not everybody can afford or is realistically able to get a $1,000 optic. So let's test something that's, you know, 50, 60 bucks. Because if that gets you by, if that is good enough for you to get to the range, be proficient, be able to protect your family, nothing else matters. That is what matters. So I actually have a second one. It's on my green pistol. Maybe I'm in. Let's do this. We're gonna do the gun giveaway. I have 10,600 subscribers right now. Let's do this. I will give away one of those optics, because I have a second one. I will give it away when we hit 1,200 subscribers. We'll do an optic giveaway. I'll give away one of these flip-up optics at 1,200 subscribers. How does that sound, you guys? You guys interested in winning an optic when we get to 1,200 subscribers? No, if you win it and you don't want to keep it, that's fine. I'll make sure to send all the plates and everything. But yeah, let's do that. When we get to 1,200 subscribers, we'll give away one of the rose gold optics that you can put on your carry pistol. Although, if you have a carry pistol, having something that's pink, if you are a dude, having a pink part of your pistol being pink or like baby blue or something that's very effeminate, that is actually a really good thing if you ever have to use it in a self-defense scenario, because it's something that if the prosecution or anybody ever tries to come to you and say, well, you wanted to use this pistol, you can be like, I have a pink optic on my pistol. This is not something I want people to see like me using on a regular basis. It's just for defense if I ever had to. It's not something I want to flash around and show off to everybody. So, just so you know, that's something that has come up in court cases. Be prepared. I don't recommend having skulls and crossbones and even Bible verses and things like that on your optics or on your carry pistol or like American flags and stuff. Make it look girly. If you're a dude, make it look girly, make it look effeminate, make it look unthreatening. Hi.
Hi.
You guys all done?
With what?
Whatever you were doing upstairs in the...
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't
I'm going to
know if
wrap
Mom is-
up, you guys.
I don't know if Mom is still working on it or not. So
Okay.
You could probably keep going.
It's okay. We're ready. We've been going for about an hour.
Wait, but you
And-
haven't gotten to do your push-ups.
That's okay. We did.
Wait,
I've
Dad,
done-
have you
I've
done your 22?
I haven't
Yeah.
done my 22 push-up videos. I'm going to do that in a little bit. But the fact that I'm able to post now is a good
Oh,
thing.
wait, you are?
Yeah, that's why I'm able to do a live stream.
Oh.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Like I said, I'll try, if I'm able to, if I have time, I'm going to try to do another live stream tonight. But if not, I will be up tomorrow. And we're going to do more live streams. You're going to see me a lot more active on X. So again, go follow me on X, Below Average Utah Dad. It's the same on every social. If you go search that on a social media platform, there's a high probability you're going to find me. And I would appreciate the follow and the support. Let's keep fighting for the Second Amendment, for the First Amendment, for traditional family and Judeo-Christian values. Let's keep America safe. Let's keep us free. Let's try to come to, I don't know, some kind of solidarity. I don't want to see our nation like split and actually, I don't want to see violence like erupting and then a civil war actually happening, but there are a lot of people out there that want to see that. And I don't think, the only people that want to see that are the people that have never actually been in any type of conflict, and they're retarded. Like, just literally. They have no idea what's coming. They think that it's going to go one way and it's going to be horrific on both sides, but it's going to be much more horrific on their side. So, what's up?
Didn't, like, when America was first a country, didn't it, well, it was just like the 13 colonies, but didn't it already split back then?
So in the 1860s, okay, so a little over about 160 years ago, there was a civil war because the South receded and split off because they wanted to continue to practice slavery. And there were some other things that were going on, but mostly revolved around practicing slavery. And yeah. Anyways. Love you guys. Stay zesty. Stay sexy. Always carry every day. Always carry the round in the chamber. We'll see you later, friends.
What if you keep the live stream going, but you just play the gun sounds and just show your guns?
We're not going to do that this time.